little bit different just because I knew that there was going to be another Native honor speech. So what I did is I wrote a letter to Andy from Hallie's original partner in crime. And this is about the learnings that I've pulled together over the last 30 years. It's very, Mikey, come on.
Mikey, come on.
Dear Andy, I cannot remember the moment that Hallie and I became friends. To me, it's always just been. My earliest memories include my mom, my dad, my brother, our dog Toby, who ate the upholstery out of my dad's truck, and my best friend Hallie. So I feel like it's safe to say that I've learned a thing or two about your now wife over the past 30 years. When I graduated from preschool and led the Pledge of Allegiance, I held my hand over the wrong side of my chest and failed to make eye contact with anybody other than a passing bird. But when I barked out the final words and looked to the audience, I saw Hallie, 2 rows back, with her perfectly fluffed bowl cut. Looking at me like I just played a sold-out concert at Radio City. And when she smiled, showing off every tooth in her head, I knew then, this is the kind of person who's going to support me. Through every accomplishment, big or small. And I'm confident, Andy, that she will do that as a wife. When I got caught in the crossfire of a plastic food fight in kindergarten, Hallie ran out of the in-room bathroom like a tiny, ladylike David Hasselhoff. And explained to me that she was sorry to have abandoned me in the midst of such a traumatic event. But she peed her pants. Just a little bit. And had needed to hang her underwear up on the towel rack.
What are you gonna do?
She led me over to the safety of the carpet where the whole class had been put in timeout. And I knew then, Hallie's the kind of person who's always going to be there to save me when I need it most. So when the chips are down, Andy, don't despair. Just give Hallie a minute to finish hanging up her underwear. And she'll be there by your side. Letting you know that a few wayward chips aren't really such a big deal after all. When I accidentally cut my hair into a mullet 2 different times in my life, Hallie never made fun of me. Of course, she also never did that thing that she does with you when you're not around, where she mentions how hot you are every 4 minutes when we're talking about something completely unrelated to how hot you are. But either way, this taught me that Hallie would always be a soft place to land. Someone willing to nurture, accept, and when necessary, defend. When we joined the Fulton figure skating team, Hallie and I both tried out for the precision team. An elite squad of preteen skaters who got to wear really fancy leotards. Hallie made the team. I did not. And while I speculated that it may have had something to do with the fact that those fancy leotards did not come in a size that accommodated a 129-pound 9-year-old like myself, I also know that Hallie... Hang on, wait for it. Pages are stuck together. Didn't ever say a word about the fact that she was out there being elite, while I was wearing a mock turtleneck trying to skate backwards with 3 other plus-size 11-year-olds. And what I learned from that, Andy, is that Hallie will always be your friend and equal first. Someone who will be an ally rather than an adversary, a teammate rather than an opponent. And even if you guys are terrible at actual sports, you shouldn't worry because this is only a metaphor about marriage. When we took up saxophone, Hallie helped me figure out how to clean it with a big rag that came in the case. And when the rag got stuck in the neck of the saxophone, she helped me jam 9 number 2 pencils in behind it in an effort to get that rag out. I hear that 9 is some people's lucky number. It wasn't ours that day. But when I started to panic, Hallie ran into the hallway and called for help, explaining that together, we'd managed to turn a saxophone into a pencil case. And I knew then, Andy, that this is someone who will go down with the ship. And I think that when it comes to marrying someone, you need that. You need someone who will say, Today might suck worse than a saxophone full of pencils, but I will still be here tomorrow. I want to congratulate you, Andy, but also you, Hallie, even though this is technically Andy's letter, on finding someone who will stand by you and see your love and friendship through until tomorrow and the next day and the next. Ride this love till the wheels comes off. And when the wheels come off, talk to Hallie about where you can get a good deal on a new car that'll carry you the next 1,000,000 miles. Sincerely, Gretchen. P.S. If you have to be somewhere in a timely fashion, do not let Hallie stop at the Marshalls.